So there's a lot of talk and information out in the world today about reading other people's body language and what their body language can tell you about them. Well, today we're going to talk about what your body language can tell you about you. So, what is body language? Well, body language is just the things that our body does that sends off messages to people around us. And where does body language come from? The cool thing about body language is because it comes from the subconscious, it doesn't go through our conscious filter, and so it can be a more truthful reflection of who a person is. So that's why there's so much out there about body language. And if you search for it, there's a lot out there about how do you tell if a person is lying, how do you tell if a person likes you or doesn't like you. So there's a lot of cues that your body gives off that it's difficult to control because you're doing things that you're not aware of that you're doing. So this video is not going to be about body language and the meaning of all of the different things that come with, like how I hold my hands, or if I'm doing this, or my hands are in my pocket or behind my back. We're not going to talk about what the meaning of those things are. If you want to search that out, you can do it. But what I want to talk to you about is how you can use body language to help you understand more about yourself and why you do the things that you do. And the way that you can do that is just by paying attention to your body and what it's doing. The problem is because so much of our life we're on autopilot, which is about 90% of the time. And autopilot just means it's the subconscious part of our brain that's driving our behavior, not the conscious part. When we're on autopilot, that just means we're not really aware of what we're doing and why we are doing it. So in order to make changes in our life, if there are habits, patterns, and things that we want to change, in order to make those changes, we have to become more consciously aware of what we're doing. And then once we're aware of that, then we can look at, okay, well, what are our thoughts and beliefs about what's going on? And then ask ourselves if those thoughts and beliefs are based on truth or principle, or if they're not. And then based on that decision, then we can know whether it's something that we can do something about, or if it's something that we can just let go because we can't control it. By becoming more aware of what your body is doing, oftentimes what happens is we think that it means nothing. So when I first started learning about this, I'm a person that is pretty comfortable standing like this with my arms folded. And the meaning that is associated with this is I'm closed off, I'm trying to protect something, I'm trying to keep my distance. And when I heard that, I was like, that's not what that means about me, because I know when I'm talking to somebody, I know how I'm feeling about that, and it's not like I'm feeling uncomfortable or I'm trying to push them away or I'm trying to protect something. But is that true? Because if I'm on autopilot most of the time, I may not be aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are going on inside of my head, but my body may be picking up on that and then responding to it without my awareness of it. The other thing is, so maybe this is more comfortable for me, and maybe it isn't that I'm uncomfortable with the person. It's just I have been conditioned throughout my life that this body position is more comfortable than this body position. And with that, I can still go back to and say, well, I wonder how I got comfortable like this. So what was going on earlier in my life when maybe I didn't feel safe, or I had this desire to protect myself or to keep others at a distance. And there was a reason then, and because I did this so often, now it's just part of my muscle memory, and I do feel more comfortable in that position. But the question then is, what is the message that it's sending to others, and how is it affecting my relationships with others. So I would just encourage you to look at your body movements, your body posture, the different things that your body does, and maybe identify what are some of the habitual things that you do. How do you hold your hands? How do you hold your arms? What do you do with your feet? Do you have one foot forward and one back? Do you tend to stand on one leg or the other leg, or do you stand on both legs? But just try to be more aware of what it is that you're doing with your body. So what is the communication that you're sending off? And then go out and do some research, find out what are the different things that those behaviors, those movements, that posture could mean, and then be willing to look at yourself and say, does that fit with me or not? So just be open. And here's the reason for that. The purpose of this life is to learn and to grow and to become the best that we can be. So there's a thing called the Johari window, and the Johari window is just a box, like a kind of a window pane that has 4 sections, and it's what I see and what others see and what I don't see and what others don't see. So I've got these 4 boxes, and this box here is the part of me that I see and that others see. So this is just my public self. It's who I am, and it's the part that I'm open to everybody else, and they see that in me. And again, these boxes are not equal in size, but just to illustrate this. And so this box, what I see and what others see. This part of me is what I see and others don't see. So this is my private self, the part that I don't want others to know about me. This box is what I don't see, but what other people do see. So that could be the things like, I think that I'm funny, but other people really think I'm annoying, but it's what we're kind of blind to. And then this box represents the box that I don't see and others don't see. So if you think about it, the healthier a person is would be for this box of what others see and what I see to be the largest box. So we want these other boxes to get smaller. And the box that we would hope would be the smallest is what others don't see and what I don't see, because that's the unknown. And so that has the potential for the greatest information that can help us learn and grow. And so the way to expand these boxes is, one, by paying more attention to what we do, but the other is by listening to and getting feedback from what other people are sharing with us. And they may share some things with us about body language, but that may be a way that could help you increase this box of the part of you that you don't see and others don't see. So just on your own, without being forced, but just by having a desire to learn more about yourself, pick some areas of your body language and just experiment with this. Notice what you do, and then find out what some of the meanings connected with that behavior, and then be willing to honestly and openly look at yourself and see if you might learn some things about you that you're unaware of right now. And by learning that, with that information, now you can look at that and see if that is based on some false beliefs that you've been carrying around in your head about you or about life or about others, or see if there's maybe some experiences that you've had in your life that have had an impact on you, but you really didn't think that they did, but they're still influencing you. So this is a tool that hopefully you can find useful to help you learn more about who you are and make changes in your life that will help you become more of who you want to be. Thanks for watching today. Subscribe to our channel. Visit our website at principlebasedliving.com. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, be sure to follow me here.